GunQuestions.com is a website that we built back in 2007, and since then, for the last 15 years, people have been able to ask questions of simple to advanced nature, and we attempt to answer them in different ways over the years. Join us now as we start a new series to answer gun questions. I don't know how well it's working, so give me some feedback on it. I don't know what that was. Oh, snap. Thank you. Is this playing? Is this playing, the video playing right now? Doesn't look like it. That's lame. Oh, I'm muted. Okay, hopefully that's working now. Is it playing? No video. Okay, thanks. So I only got a couple minutes here. I'm gonna try this again. I'll just share the whole screen and see what happens that way. It'll look weird, but who cares? Entire screen. Nope. All right. Show. Take up the whole thing. Click on this. There we go. That's what Media Day looks like from the air. If you have robots do your bidding, then they go up and look at stuff from the air for you. And then this is all the way over on the right. And as you might see here, it comes down these bays, and then you walk around this corner, and there's some more stuff over here, which is hard to see. But this is, you can kind of tell 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 4 more bays or more. You can kind of tell from up here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bays over here. So it goes around this corner, but let's keep going with the video. Behind it, the Grand Canyon is probably on the other side of this big ridge, I think. Maybe it's this gap right here, but that Grand Canyon, not the Grand Canyon, the Hoover Dam is on the other side of there. So here you've got these bays. These are shotgun bays shooting towards us. These are shotgun bays, but I don't think they were using them this year. And then these each have a company in them. Each of these bays have a company in them. Is my audio working? Give me some feedback. Is SHOT Show going on right now? No, it starts in like an hour or two. This is pretty much the center of the range. If you went to the range, I think this is like the main headquarter building. It might be this, but I think it's this over here. We don't really ever see that because it's kind of off limits. It's behind the walls. Or I should say fences. There's a bunch of fences. Now you see these white pop-up tents. These are tents that are popped up. This is a big trailer that's set up for a Girl and a Gun? No, for Women in Hunting organization. And then each of these bays. So this would be like your Glock is in one of these, your bigger companies are in these big bays, you would imagine. So as this is the parking lot where everybody parks. I was parked somewhere over here. Let's see, then this is some berms, and you go up a hill over here, and there's this white roof right here, and this is the long range stuff, and they're shooting out at targets into the desert back here. So this is a roof, and there's a line of stuff here. This is all the bolt action stuff with optics and things like that. So going up this hill right here, one of the last bays before you go up that hill was North American Arms. It was their first year doing the range day. That was super cool. According to the dude, I was shot better than most people, and I'm like, yeah, well, I probably have more of these NAAs than most people. So then coming down, there's more bays over here, and you can see these are much smaller. but there's lots of them. Almost every one of these points is a new company, like a different company. Each of these tents is like their own company. Every once in a while, a company will have 2 tents in this section, but most of these are individuals. This is almost all targets down here, a bunch of different like steel and different types of moving targets and things. And this is a street going down here, right? And on the other side, like our side of the street, these aren't bays. I mean, they might be, but they're not being shot at. But these are like police vehicles and trailers and cooking stuff, other things that are kind of interesting things that would be at SHOT Show that you might want to see them being used, like, you know, the cooking equipment, like Dutch ovens and stoves and things. So they have stuff cooking out here, and, you know, they're doing other things, and they have like all the police vehicles lit up and they're blowing sirens and stuff. So the stuff that they're not going to do inside the building, right? And then and these are bays, and it went all the way to the end here. And I don't know how my video is going to do. Let's see if I think I do scroll all the way to the left here. So now if we keep going, that's where the range ends. But this thing here, this kind of brown line, that's the highway. So there's just a hill here, and then the highway's up on top of that hill. This is a bunch of 1 mile ranges, I think. So this is where you would sit if you went to the range on 1 mile day, and you'd shoot clear across everything out to the same targets, but you're going to be shooting at them from way over here. Maybe it's not a mile, maybe it's 1,000 yards, but whatever it is, it's the ranges that they only use occasionally. And then there's the highway that I was talking about. This is Boulder City. The dam, or Lake Mead, is up in this gap where there's no mountains. And that's what range day looks like. I think I'll pan back over there. So these are probably just people that work there or something. So this is where it kind of starts. This is what we call the north side. All of these targets, all of these small pieces, and then these are larger bays. A lot of machine gun stuff happens over here. Then we get to the parking lot in this middle section where the covered section is here where the rifles shoot. Then you've got all these large bays where the big companies, you can even see the Glock sign right there. That's where Glock was. Look how giant that flag is. It's pretty awesome. Is that another super chat? Right on. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Everybody knows the puppy situation. The puppy situation has been taken care of. I figured out what to do. I'm going to make the little puppy dog commit a crime, and then he'll go to jail, and then I'll go after SHOT Show and bail him out. I'm using the system to our own advantage now. So that's what we're doing. We figured out a way to have the police hold on to the dogs for nothing. I haven't decided if Mello hasn't decided if she wants to join him or not, but she probably won't. She's a good girl. All right, so that was what it looks like from the air. I'm going to see if I can play a regular video. So this is what it looks like when you're just clicking around, minding my business. Let's see. Let's scroll way, way down. See if we can't find a video. So there's NAA. You can kind of see those. There's some kind of thing. Let's see. What kind of guns did they have? You want to get pissed off early in the morning? Let's see. I wish I knew how to zoom in on this. I know how to do it on I know how to do it on a scroll wheel. I don't know how do I zoom in on these things? Oh, that's that. So this will be this one here. This will piss you off.
So what's the deal?
How's it going, man?
It's all right.
Cool, awesome. So we got 9mm smart gun. So this is first handgun in the world that uses integrated biometrics. Uses 2 sensors. There's a fingerprint sensor here, and when you order the gun, you either choose if you want a right or left-handed version. So this is a right-handed version. But basically, it's designed so you just pick it up and your finger goes right to the sensor.
Does it go around an existing gun, or is it a gun?
This is built from the ground up.
Okay.
So it's actually a fire-by-wire gun. It's the only fire-by-wire handgun in the world. No direct leakage between the trigger and dropping the sear, so it's all electronic. There's also sensors here in the grip, so you can see right now there's no lights. Whenever I interact with it, it wakes up. And as soon as it gets the biometrics, it'll turn out So what we'll do is we'll enroll you and get you to shoot. So facial recognition's here on the back. Since we're outside, we're all wearing winter gear. The facial recognition enrollment's not as good. Normally you do this.
This is a
inside.
camera though, checking your face.
The camera's right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they're there.
So basically, the way this is designed is whenever you pick up the gun, as soon as you grab it, it's looking for your fingerprint. As soon as you kind of come up to like low ready, now it can kind of start to see your face. And it's whichever one it gets first. So if it gets your fingerprint first, you're good to go. You can fire. If it gets your face first, then you're good to go. So it kind of gives you two different ways to unlock both chances to be unlocked and ready to go. It's also an integrated laser here, so you can use that for sighting. You can also use it to inform you if the system's unlocked and ready to go. So by default, just so the lasers turn on, you know it's unlocked.
So this cord is just so that it's like plugged in, charging all the time because it's being used all day.
Yeah, so think about it, you know, like any other smart device. You know, keep it topped off, getting the maximum battery. This is the docking station that comes with it. So this is how you do all of your interfacing. So right now, you can put your name in here. Alright. And then we're going to do fingerprint first. So what I want you to do to enroll fingerprint. Your card. Oh, you don't want to shoot it? Okay.
I mean, I'd like to, but I guess you need a fingerprint in order to shoot it then. And then that fingerprint goes here to your thumb. There's nothing on the trigger.
Yeah, nothing sensors in the trigger. Yeah, so basically the way it works.
There's not an override for playing with it.
Sorry?
There's not an override for testing or.
No, nothing like that. So basically, pick it up. I'll kind of show you here. So right now, it shows it as soon as I touch the sensor. So as long as I'm holding the gun, so the sensor's in the grip that lets you know that you're holding it. So I can adjust my finger. I keep my finger on the sensor. It still stays unlocked, which it leaves my hand. It's now relocked.
Okay. Interesting.
This
This is the first time it's being shown?
Yeah, it's the first time we've brought it out from live fire. We've taken it to a couple smaller shows just to demo the technology, but yeah, it's their first time coming to shot.
So what's the deal?
Yeah, let's go, man.
So that happened. Could you hear that all right? Let's see. Thanks again for the super chats. Let's see. And let's see what else was good there.
I see you've changed a little bit.
Yeah, so that Sidewinder sits out like that, and instead of having a pin, it folds out like that.
Neat.
And then,
Kind of mixed with the.
yeah, and then it clicks back in like you just said it. Just pops back in. The only difference is you have to you push that up, and it comes out on the right side, and then you load this direction. You're welcome to shoot it.
Sure. Thank you.
So North American Arms for the first time there. That was pretty cool. Let's see. I also got this. What is this?
Yeah, so this is the PR-57. PR stands for Pistol Rotating Barrel. This is coming out of our new facility out in Rock Springs, Wyoming. It's got a locking cam system on the slide, so that barrel is actually rotating clockwise just a little bit during the cycle, but there's no magazine to the gun. So it's 20 rounds of onboard storage at 5.7. I have 2 stripper clips that come with the gun that go through it, 10 rounds each. I throw them in, and then that 21st round, a little tab will pop out, and you can go through and release the slide stop, and you're ready to go. First in the world as well, you push the trigger forward, and that's the disassembly. Go through, slide it back on, pull it back, trigger forward again, goes through and resets it, and you're done. So unloaded, you're at 13 ounces. Loaded, you're at 19 ounces, which is the lightest 5.7 in the world.
How do you clear malfunction?
So if I'm going to go through, I can go through and rack them out if I wanted to, but that's it. There's no other way to do it.
Okay. So you said that something pops out the bottom. So
When you put the 21st round in, there'll be a little tab that'll indicate that you got 21 rounds.
oh, it's a loaded shaver indicator.
Yeah.
All right, a loaded mag indicator.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. 4.5 pound trigger pull. got a double action trigger. It's a pretty long trigger pull on there because there's no additional safeties on the gun. You want to give it a shot?
Sure, appreciate it.
So what we'll do is
He loads it like a
my hands are
girl.
cold.
He didn't even have a stripper clip. Come on. Come on. And I think those are all different rounds. It shoots like a 22 Magnum. It shoots really comfortably. It's got a stupid red dot on it. That's for the kids. Otherwise, the kids wouldn't buy it.
And there's two.
Yep, dual guide rods. Yep. So George did that because with a single guide rod on there would be way too thick to be able to slam it into that slide in that assembly. The slide is actually a cylindrical shape because that's how the rods actually shows up to the factory. So we wanted to maintain that shape, be able to machine as least amount of material as possible to keep it as affordable as possible. So you're at $399 MSRP, and that shows with the optic plate and the two strip clips.
And then who would you say is the customer for this one? Who's it made for?
So George created the gun to be the ultimate carry gun. So most self-defense situations, when we were doing the research, are happening 12 rounds or less. So he said, well, shoot, I'll give you 20. And so that's he wanted it to be the ultimate carry gun, no matter if you're a new shooter, an old shooter, doesn't matter. That's what he wanted it for.
Right on. I appreciate you. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, so this is the PR-57.
There's a lot of people who tell you, it's too windy to do videos at the range, and you can't get videos at the range. That's pretty much what they sound like, because it's impossible to get videos at the range with a cell phone. It's really hard. I had to hold the phone and stand there. It was incredibly difficult. This was one of the internet stations on fire. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know who else is going to capture that. What else do we got?
So this is our Gen 2 ETQ, this Everyday Carry Tourniquet. Just kind of walking you through some of the differences. We've updated the materials to increase strength and durability. And we've updated the design to increase ease of use and decrease the chance of user error. So the band of our tourniquet itself, we've upgraded the band material with a laminate-backed hook material to minimize the chance of this tockling on itself. That was one thing that the Gen 1 variation suffered from, was that it had a tendency to taco on itself. Moving up to the body, we've updated the design to better distribute the tension of the band once the tension is applied when you're applying the tourniquet. We've updated the windlass. This is our tri-bevel windlass. So during a self-application or a buddy application, any point where I grab this tourniquet, this windlass rather, I'm getting two flat surfaces or two level edges.
I gotcha.
We offer we have a steel ring on this as well, so that when I do that first initial tightening of the tourniquet, it actually will bring the two ends of this inner band together to give me a mechanical advantage as I'm twisting.
You want the taco there.
Definitely, it's a huge plus, especially for a self-application.
That's awesome.
We've got printed instructions and a QR code on our band. So if you understand how to use this, but if you were to, let's say, lose consciousness during the application process, and a layperson finds you, and they could, if they needed to read this and assist with the application of the tourniquet. And we have a QR code as well that takes you right to a no ads, no intro, just a down and dirty instructional video on how to apply this tourniquet. So awesome.
He said that they're available online now.
Say that again.
He said they're available online now.
We're loading them on the website this week at SHOT Show.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. We're at booth 6220. Come see us. We've got a bleeding arm trainer.
Okay,
We're
right on.
giving out swag for quick tourniquet applications.
I wanted to show that you guys are here at the range, but I'll come by at the show too, so it's a lot better audio.
Excellent.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, the audio is fine. So I don't know if there's anything else. I got to get going. So There's some previews. Let's see. Some pictures. Civivi was out there. Not the only knife company, but I only think there was 2 knife companies, and Civivi was pretty good at
I
it.
want to know just how fast the wind is, how do I find my drone?
So it's about 17-mile-an-hour winds at the range day shoot. Then we headed over to the shoot at Pro Gun Vegas, and we'll take a drive through of that one next. Well, next time I go live, and then we headed out to Front Sight, and where the Staccato event was. It's not Front Sight, at Prairie Fire. It's called now. Yeah, I got to get a mouse or something. I'm not able to zoom without. I forgot how to zoom. Anyhow, so went to 3 range events yesterday. Saw quite a few things and pulled a couple of triggers. I said I was the first one to shoot the Ruger mag pull combo. Let me go up a ways and see if I got any video of that. Did I? This is how windy it was at the beginning of the day. A lot of people get scared and leave. But this is how I was able to get to the Ruger booth. Because I'm walking down past Keltec there. And I'm walking past Ruger. And I'm like, oh, you know what? There's not anybody here. They're not even unpacked yet. So I stopped the video at that point and went in and shot the new Ruger. I guess I didn't get any video of it. Oh well, but they said it was the first one to shoot the new Ruger, and it was windy and I wasn't thinking, so I didn't even film a video. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos. Pretty neat little gun. So with that. Let's see, what is this? Is this a video? Oh, that's that thing on fire. I'll end it here. I'll go see what everybody's saying, and then I gotta go to some thing that's happening today. Want to do a bachelor party at one of the big Vegas ranges? For sure. I mean, they definitely cater to that. You can definitely do that. Zoom in and out and control. Okay, thank you, dude. I knew it was gonna be something like that. I gotta fiddle with it. The wind speed isn't bad for what's normally out there. I did Pro Gun Vegas many years ago. It's a great place. Yeah, Pro Gun Vegas is pretty awesome. And let's see, I'm a paramedic at level 1 trauma. More tourniquets, the better. This one allows self-administration of shock management. Right on. I don't know if it's the best tourniquet in the world or nothing. It's the first time I saw it. When I first saw it, I saw that it was a nice compact rectangle shape without the windlass poking out too bad. And I was like, oh, okay, what's this all about? And then they were talking about it, so I just covered it, like I say, because there's not enough of that at range day, whereas where it kind of belongs, I think. Let's see. Oh, I also got to see that thing that zooms in and out your scope. I think Christian 740, he's out here. I think he's used that before. So go check out his video on that. Let's see. Stop the Bleed. Thanks for posting the link. Do it if you want. I think Stop the Bleed is anti-gun, but you tell me after you've done a Stop the Bleed cast. Tell me if it's anti-gun or not. If you're in a banned state like I am, it's actually kind of an intriguing option. Which one are we talking about? I can't keep going all night, so or all day. So thanks, but I'll be out of here in a minute. Are you talking about the 5.7? Yeah, it's pretty neat, huh? Yeah, I don't know how you unload. You have to cycle them out, I guess he said. Okay, well, I think, oh, is this the range where they shoot up taxis? No, that would be Pro Gun Vegas. So if you look at Vegas on a map, am I still screen sharing? I think I am. Is this ever going to open? If you look at Vegas on a map, then this is Vegas. This is Henderson. You really can't see. What was it? Control zoom? No. That goes up and down. So is it Alt? Shift? It's not control. Is it control plus or minus, you said? Oh, that's doing the thing. Stupid Google. This is Google too, though. So anyhow, let's zoom in a little. How am I doing this? How did I do it? I just did it somehow. I don't know how I did it. All right. So that's a little better. So Vegas is this big mess over here. And then you come south of Vegas, and right here is that dam. Imagine that. The dam is right here. And then you come across. So if you zoom in right at Boulder City, where that people lived when they built that dam, now there's just a town there called Boulder City. You've got the Boulder City Rifle, or the Boulder Rifle and Pistol Club. This is where SHOT Show happens. And then if you drive back to SHOT Show down this road, you're going to go past this hill over here. You're going to go past this hill. This is a solar panel farm. You go here, and this is where Pro Gun Vegas is. So they're both on this road. Oh, I didn't realize they're both on the same longitude line. It's interesting. Because we get to them in a totally different way. You have to go kind of through town to get to this one, and then you come back around all around the world to get to this one. That's where the two ranges were, and then I went up and around and over and down and through this mountain pass, I guess, and then, oh wait, no. I'm gonna zoom out again. Then I went through this mountain pass and then went out here to Front Sight, which is over here. It's all these lines in the desert out here. So that was 167 miles of driving yesterday just to go to those 3 shooting events. All right, well, with that, I'll close this and hopefully not close everything. Thanks again to Library Garrett for the super chats. Much appreciated. All right. Yeah, so they're basically on the same road from each other. Well, not really, because that looks really easy on the map, but it's like a real pain to get to those because you have to go down all kinds of weird back roads. All right. Have a good day. Stay tuned for more live updates because I'm not scared to go live like some people are scared to go live from these events. Have a good week. Oh, I got to click the end button instead of that other button.
Shit. Ninja? Ninja! Ninja!
It's 11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in